This is TWiT.
There is one product that I thought was an April Fool's joke, and it wasn't. So there was one case where it went the other way, and that was the Amazon Dash button.
Yeah,
I thought for sure this was a joke.
I was talking with Will and Norm and the Tested crew. And I thought this was an April because Will was really angry. He gets really upset about April Fool's jokes on tech. And I was sitting here and I was like, that came out. And I couldn't believe the push button to order more Procter & Gamble products, literally, was real. And then Obama signing the executive order imposing sanctions on overseas hackers was released on April 1st. It was a weird day for April 1st.
That was real too.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's cover this, then we'll cover the Obama executive order that's impossible to enforce. This is a true story. There are things you run out of in life, things that you wish you could order.
Running out, ruin your rhythm. Introducing the Amazon Dash button.
Sometimes it's too hard to pull out your phone.
It's too hard to.
Well, it's weird, but if you go to the bottom of the page for this, where it gets really interesting on the Amazon Dash page, and you scroll all the way to the bottom of that page, right? So this is basically a button.
The idea is you glue this button to, say, the front of your dishwasher, and when you run out of Tide, all you do is you press the button, and Tide arrives. Right. It'll take a couple of days. It's only for Prime members, but...
But do you have to put the stickers? Do you buy
you buy the Tide button.
As near as we can tell, this is all entirely like a giant Procter & Gamble experiment.
Is it all Procter & Gamble?
But scroll all the way to the bottom. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Click on the makers and innovators. And
there's an API?
That's where it gets interesting. So the downside is if you scroll up, you're going to see where companies that this fall, like, okay, Whirlpool, you're going to be able to automatically have detergent
build it into your washing machine
or your Brita filter to order more filters. And I was really disappointed because the quirky coffee machine looks so good, but I've bought a bunch of quirky products and not a single one has shipped with firmware that was feature complete. And while I can kind of tolerate that on some weird, temperature sensor in my house, I'm not ready to have, a vicious coffee experience because quirky can't finish the firmware before they ship a product.
Here's a good one. Here's an inkjet printer that has a button, not a dash button, but an actual just interface button that says, send me more ink.
Yeah.
Okay, I would love that on a printer because printers drive me insane, as they do all of us. And you never know what you have to order, and the whole ink toner situation is so annoying. So there are certain products that would make
So this isn't like not an API, but it's something that other companies
the Dash replenishment service. Build our stuff into your product, and we will help deliver the stuff that makes you more money. There's probably a VIG for the coffee brands. There's, I mean, obviously, Brother's going to make money hand over fist on ink or toner or whatever it is.
But Amazon doesn't care. What Amazon's whole business is making it as easy as possible for you to buy crap.
Right.
Right. Yeah. That's why one click. This is just one click.
Welcome to the Wall-E future.
Yeah.
I like it.
I know. At first I thought, oh, come on. And then I realized, well, it's a win-win. Amazon wins. I'm already an Amazon customer. I probably would just go to the browser and order it in the browser anyway.
Well,
it's more about the lack of transparency, right? Because you don't know exactly. I guess you could set it up, right? What exactly you're going to be buying and how much it's going to cost and the payment.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a phone app.
Yeah.
So it sends the order.
Right.
So here's how it works. You use the Amazon app on your smartphone to connect to your home Wi-Fi network and select the product you want to reorder with the Dash button. So even though it says Tide, I guess you could order Bounty.
Well, there's a list, like so Bounty selected site. First of all, you have to apply, and then if you get selected, they will send you a Dash button
immediately.
Right? But there's like, I mean, look at it. It's a bizarre. If you click on it, it's like Bounty paper towels, Clorox disinfecting wipes, Larabar gluten-free nut and fruit bar, Olay Regenerist.
There's really only one that matters, and that's the toilet paper. Now that's when I wish they had drone deliveries.
Well, they have pantry box deliveries, which actually makes all that stuff pretty easy.
I need it now.
You need it right away. You have to come through the bathroom.
It's kind of urgent.
Yeah.
Can you can you actually open the front door, come in my house,
See, the problem is that toilet paper is an add-on item in many cases if it's not a subscribe and save item.
They said Cottonelle toilet paper is going to be one of the things. Yeah.
Well, right here it says it's an add-on item, so that could be complicated.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how often they'll actually increase the price behind the scenes without letting you know.
Every
like
chance
if they
they
have
can.
so many subscribers on one of these products, will that just increase the price because you're just going to click and not think about it? So that could be a big downfall.
I mean, most of this stuff. I mean, okay, fruit and nut bars. I think you're buying by it's like 16 1.7 ounce bars, but a lot of this stuff is going to take you days, if not weeks, to go through.
I like this too. They use modern technology. They debounce the button. You know, on a keyboard, they have debounce routines. So if you if you type the letter twice within a small amount of time, they'll know. Oh, that second one was a spurious. They do the same thing. If you press until the bounty towels are delivered, you can't press the button again.
All I can think of is my 3-year-old going bink, 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 bink,
That's
bink,
why.
bink, bink, and then like
That's exactly why.
You know, a truck full of Tide showing up outside my house and a $2,000 bill on Amazon Prime. So I think they probably went through early beta testing and put that feature in almost immediately.
But even then, like if once you get your shipment, if your kid or somebody accidentally hits the button again, you get one a couple days later.
That would be bad.
It's like you're gonna you're gonna have like your pantry filled with junk that's being ordered accidentally.
I already do because I use Amazon Subscribe and Save, so it sends me stuff even if I don't need it. It just sends it to me.
They should actually build in. Yeah, like they should build in like SMS notifications so that if you order and get it and your husband or your partner or whoever doesn't know that it's arrived.
Amazon sends an order alert to your phone, so it's easy to cancel if you change your mind.
The app will tell you.
That's kind of nice.
Yep.
My worry is that we're seeing this weird lack of transparency when buying stuff or paying for stuff. Uber comes to mind, right? Because you can get an estimate for your ride in Uber, but as you're sitting there, you have no idea how much you're being charged. If you're sitting in traffic for a while, you don't know if that estimate, all of a sudden you're going to be paying 10 or 20 bucks more. And it's weird that we're getting used to this world where, just pay, just whatever, just get me the thing. The cost doesn't matter. And these buttons seem to kind of be pushing that even more forward.
Well, if you talk to people who do economic theory and people who work heavily with how cash is spent, the way when you start studying people closely, the way we use debit cards is radically different from the way we consider purchases when we are using physical dollar, like bills and coinage. So to some degree, merely moving from physical money to a debit card automatically puts a huge layer of abstraction in the human mind between what spending is, right? So this is like a second layer of abstraction on that.
That's why
we've already jumped that.
That's like how I love one-click. I don't have to pay for it. I just press a button and it comes in 2 days. That's so awesome.